CRC 556, the toolkit in a can.
Drifting probably one of the fastest growing motorsport. Seeing the young people especially come through the sport and how well they do, that's the same excitement that I had back in the day when I was in the seat.
The start of it all was when Dad bought some cars and started doing skids around town. It was just the thrill of it, like being sideways, throwing heaps of smoke out, just trying not to crash.
As a father, I see he just continually surprises me and yeah, makes you really proud. If we work hard, put the effort in, let's just see where it takes us. So yeah, win, lose or draw, we just go hard and go out and enjoy it.
Everyone wants to go to Japan. That's like the pinnacle of drifting. That's where it started, and I think that's where I want my future to be.
CRC 556, the toolkit in a can.
think probably one of the fastest growing motorsport. Seeing the young people especially come through the sport and how well they do, that's the same excitement that I had back in the day when I was in the seat.
The start of it all was when Dad bought some cars and started doing skids around town. It was just the thrill of it, like being sideways, throwing heaps of smoke out, just trying not to crash.
As a father, I see he just continually surprises me and yeah, makes you really proud. If we work hard, put the effort in, let's just see where it takes us. So yeah, win, lose or draw, we just go hard and go out and enjoy it.
Everyone wants to go to Japan. That's like the pinnacle of drifting. That's where it started, and I think that's where I want my future to be.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to the MSC Challenge for 2025. This is round number 3, coming to you from Meremere Drift Park, just in the south of Auckland, north of Waikato, depending on how you view things. Beautiful sunny day here. Warm conditions the drivers are facing as they take on the third of 4 layouts. Qualifying about to get underway. As you know, this is a development series, so all the drivers are on 235 wide radial tyres. Each driver gets 2 shots at qualifying. They are non-concurrent runs, so we run everyone through first. Then we go again with everybody having a second opportunity. As always, the drivers are under the control of the one and only launch master, Willie, over there on the start-finish line. Willie will entertain us throughout the course of the day with his enthusiastic dance movements, sometimes known as Big Willie style. All right, Trent Abina will be first to go this morning. Trent Abina has given the car a significant refresh after a big incident last time. We're not going to do too much talking this morning because we have got a double header here this weekend. So I'll probably just give you the scores to start with for the first passes. Abina is going to zero that one out. That's an incomplete for him. So Trent Abina zeroes out. Next to go will be Dan Costello. Next to go, Dan Costello for Mud Babies. Next driver to face the starters orders, Dan Costello. Dan Costello, certainly one of the drivers to watch in terms of the potential most improved for what we call the Jakey Award. Let's see how Costello goes for his first pass this morning. So Costello really nice and tidy through 2-3-4 there, but just came up really short on that first zone there. So there will be a mark down, but that will be our first score of the day. If you have just joined us, welcome to the MSC Challenge for round number 3 for 2025. I think we're on about our 6th running now of the MSC Challenge. Drivers, of course, competing for the FD2 Japan license. Judge Kenji here as our international guest judge for the weekend. Veteran of the scene, having competed in Formula Drift as far back as 2005, and I'm going to hazard a guess that some of you probably weren't even born in 2005. This is John Zhao for Drift Academy International. seems like that first zone is a real challenge for the drivers to get out to. 2, 3 and 4 seem a little bit easier. John Zhao struggling to really keep the flow going here. Morning, Jamie Woods. Morning to our media boys who are here as well. Hello, Road Cones, some of my favourite people. I can see Ray, I can see Alan, see Connor, I can see Scotty, see David. Hello to all of you. Great to see so much coverage coming out of various drift events. You guys are probably as tired as I am, right? What has it been, 6 weeks in a row or something now? Yeah, something like that. Alan and Ray are comparing lens sizes again. See who's got the biggest zoom. I note the big one's not here. There's no 600s this weekend, right? You guys had the 600s out last weekend. That was very emasculating, seeing people wandering around with those. Riley McEwen, four-wheel drive, a warehouse, McEwen Motorsport. There we go, Riley McEwen, the first to get zone number 1. Just got to keep it flowing now, young Riley. Very tidy looking run here for Riley McEwen. Right on the edge of the track. Probably just needs to improve the flow slightly there, but certainly a nice angle held through the run and got all of the zones. So probably the highest scorer so far. Now, we don't at this point in time have our data entry person, so the scores are going to be a little bit in catch-up mode, but I would say, having watched those runs, that young Riley will have put in the strongest run so far. Just going back to my yarn, I was just telling, so that's 600 lens, right? That's like a car in your hand, right? It's like 5 figures, close. Are they 5? 5 figures? It always just, it weirds me out because I know you guys do this as a passion kind of thing, but you do sell photos as well. So whenever people kind of go, I wonder why a photo costs so much, it's because you guys are walking around carrying a car in your hands. Cody Bottomley in the New Zealand Police livery. There are points of difference. No one get upset with us. Cody representing Arctic Motorsport has a he talks funny. I think he's from Australia. Michael Spicer, Ryan McCook. Good morning, Cleo. Nice to see you and Mama tuned in. Do you know what, Cleo? You should have as many sugar cookies as you want this morning. You should have sugar for breakfast and maybe wash it down with a Red Bull or a V or whatever you want. And when Mum says, who said that? Just say, Sky said it was okay. It's better from Cody Bottomley. Just needs to tidy up the flow a little bit of the run. A little bit short on 3, a little bit short on 4. Cody is definitely one of the drivers who has looked more and more comfortable each time we've seen him. Don't forget, of course, we are looking for the most improved driver as well. I always like to let the fans have a little vote in that. A few names floating around at the moment. Dan Costello, Shane King in there, Cody Bottom maybe another one. Brody Warren probably warrants a mention as well. Speaking of Brody Warren, here is Brody for his first qualifying pass this morning. It's almost like I did that on purpose. Warren Banks in a lap, so we've only had the single incomplete so far. Again, if you have just joined us, we don't have data entry just at this point in time, which is why I'm not giving you scores, so they are being recorded, but not available to me at this point in time. Morning, John Axlane. Koro. Who are you calling Koro? No, that's true, actually. I am old. What are you laughing at, Scott? You look as old. You guys are old too. But the good part is none of us are as old as Ray. Because Ray's at least 75. At least. I shouldn't laugh because, as Scott did just point out, yes, they could undo the bolts on the bottom of the tower and then we'd all be lying in a heap down there. That'd be a bit of a health and safety issue, wouldn't it? Speaking of health and safety issues, hello to the people behind the fence there. The reason you guys are over there is because we're not allowed spectators in here. Michael Spicer, first run of the day. This massages it out to zone number 1. Gets 2. So he's going to get 3 there. Doesn't have the angle that we saw earlier from Riley. See, everybody looking a lot more comfortable on this track today, I have to say, compared to some of the earlier layouts we've run. We do know that the cars get quite unsettled over the jump through the centre of the track there as we move into the battle portion, and that's where we saw all the contact last time we were here. As always, you are my co-hosts for the day, so if you've got any shout-outs, messages of support, etc. for the drivers, then yeah, let us know, and we'll get them on the air for you. The drivers certainly do appreciate it, and they like to know who's tuned in and who's supporting them, because you guys make them proud as you're out there chasing their dreams. Here is Ryan McCook. Pretty sure he's on very little sleep, having had to replace a motor during the course of the week, and that is very nice through 1 there for Ryan McCook. If he can hold this together, he is on for a solid showing here. Gets 2, gets 3, has to give it a kick to keep it going. Doesn't quite have the angle again that Riley had earlier, but Ryan McCook ticks all the boxes there in the RJM plumbing car, so good way to open his account for the morning. Yeah. The car came off the dyno at 12 p.m. last night. So that's a decent effort to get here. So car came off the dyno at 12 p.m. last night. Morning, Bruce. We miss you, Bruce. Nate misses you especially. I'm sorry we've never managed to sell you at one of those options. We'll get there one day. Are you allowed to talk today, Ryan Murdoch? Are you allowed on the microphone, or are you still on a ban? Oh, okay, so we are going to see some qualifying results. I think we're going to see them up shortly, just as these guys do a sight lap. So here we go. Wait for them to come up on screen. So it is... Oh, sorry, my apologies, hasn't sorted properly just yet. So I'll just see if... right, so Sky's got them available in front of him, so I'll just see if I can stretch this cord. So at the moment, your number 1 qualifier is Riley McEwen, 77, Michael Spicer, 73, Brodie Warren, 69, Dan Costello, 64, Ryan McCook, 63, Cody Bothamley, 59, John Zhao, 55, Trent Abina, 3. So there we go. Riley McEwen sets the early benchmark there. Judges pretty harsh there, I thought, on Ryan McCook potentially. You might need to come and fight them, Kelsey. This is Matt King, sponsored by Landmore. Matt King, very fast approach, but didn't manage to stretch it all the way out to the first zone. Matt King short of zone number 4. So I'm guessing it's a new motor in Matt King's car. I don't know if somebody over there, usually Lisa comes through with the information. Is it a new motor? Is it a rebuilt motor? Did he get that billet motor for his birthday like he wanted? We go from one King to another. So next will be Shane King, definitely one to watch, been a threat for the podium. He's got one step left. He's had a third, he's had a second. Now he just needs to tick off that final step to victory. Morning, Jared. Hey, mate, how are you? Good to see you. Jared's a little bit late. He had to stop for a V and a pie and whatever else, maybe do his hair. King will find that limiter at some point, guarantee it. Always does. Probably through this section here, I'd imagine. There it is. There's that angle we saw earlier from Riley. Now, how many drivers have we got today? It seems like we're a bit short, are we? Because I can see Jason and Corbin already. What are we down to, 12 today? 12, 14, 13. Welcome along, everybody, to the MSC Challenge for round number 3 for 2025. This is qualifying. If you haven't seen MSC before, because you've just stumbled across it, then this is very much a development series. All the drivers are on 235 wide radial tyres. No control tyre here. You can run whatever you want. And most of these guys are very much just finding their way in the sport of competitive drifting. Some have competed before, some haven't done a whole lot of battling. And it's great to see these guys develop each and every time they come out on the track. Jason Wu, normally behind the wheel of the Wuro fighter, but this weekend piloting the missile battle car. A little bit of a checked up run from Jason Wu. Definitely not the usual flow that we see from him, but he does pick the speed up, put the hammer down again, bags out those rear tyres, gets 2, 3 and 4 quite nicely. Yeah, just a comfortable run there for Jason Wu, not probably to the standard he would expect here, and we've sort of seen Jason smiling a couple of times recently, but I don't think he'll be that happy with that one. Matt King has a brand new motor. Great. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. Sorry, when I say new motor, I don't know if it's a new second-hand motor, like a new forged motor or what. So we'll just go with new to him motor for now. Matt, of course, provided one of the highlights of the last round when he blew his car up and then ran across the track for the prize giving and other bits and pieces. Corbin Wilson next to go, the Drift Fox, the current series leader. Two-time champion already, so he has a Formula Drift license already. Well, Corbs looks like he's rocking a new look for the weekend, new pair of sunglasses maybe. Maybe a new sponsored deal or something potentially, or hey, if you're a sunglass manufacturer, maybe you want to sponsor the Drift Fox team. Certainly somebody that we hear and see a lot of on the podium here at MSC. So that'll be round number 1 of qualifying done, and hopefully we'll get a ticker up on screen, which will give us a look at how the results stack so far. I think Scott's going to bring it up for me shortly. Not quite yet. There we go. So that other round hasn't locked in yet, so we'll just wait for Jared to input the scores there, and then we'll give you an update after round number 1 of qualifying. So it is Jason Wu goes to 181, Riley McEwen 277, Corbin Wilson 375, Michael Spicer 73, Brodie Warren 69, Shane King 68, Dan Costello 64, Ryan McCook 63, Cody Bothamley 59, John Zhao 55, Matt King 43, Trent Abena with a 3, and Tory Marsh and Kyle Short not competing today. So yeah, we do have a field of 12, which means the top 4 are going to get buys. So the top 4 will go straight into the top 8. So I didn't actually think, I didn't think Jason's first run was that great from Jason, really, but anyway, that's why they're the judges and I'm just sitting here talking. To be fair, I am sitting down and I'm not really paying attention at the moment, so I could be wrong. How good does Trent Abena's car look, by the way? Stuffed it into the bank at high speed last time and did a rebuild during the week, painted it, put a big bash bar on the front of it, and even put the boot back on. The 350Z is just such a distinct sound of like a sewing machine fighting for its life, being drowned in a bathtub. Gives it the love tap on the window, on the roof. Means he's happy with it. Yeah, it's just such a unique noise, isn't it? So I reckon that one will stick, a sewing machine being drowned in a bathtub. Don't know if it'll work. Sort of works. Stop trying to take photos of me, Scott. Why, what a big zoom you have. Oh, Ray's taking photo of you, taking a photo of me. I think he's still bitter about earlier, right? You guys missed the little photographer wars thing where they're having it. Ray reckons Scott grabbed all his spots at Summer Bash. Dan Costello, second run. Cranks to angle, gets on the limmy. Dan Costello is nothing if not aggressive with each of his runs. Over the jump he goes, unsettles the car, comes back down, brings the nose back down. Nice tidy run for Costello. Don't mind that for Dan. Probably not quite as deep into the zones as some of the higher scoring runners, but certainly for Dan Costello, who is finding his way in competitive drifting, a very nice, tidy, aggressive run. So did Trent? Yeah, Trent got a 71. Yeah, so Trent had been a 71 the first time round. Trent had been a 71. John Zhao next to run. I still reckon John's got that Bond villain energy, right? The glasses just give him that Bond villain energy. Looks like he could throw a shoe across a room and take your head off. And that will be a 0. Dan Costello 67. Dan Costello 67 improves by 3. Riley McEwen at the moment provisionally in P number 2. Very quick off the line, cranks to angle. Cranks to handbrake, glides it up the track. Riley McEwen nice and fluid behind the wheel there. Very smooth movements. Plenty of smoke coming off those rear Good Ride tyres. Cranks it to lock again. Almost comes up short of zone number 4 there. A little bit untidy maybe there for young Riley. Will he improve from his current run, which is a 77, but I can hear the judges saying very good over my shoulder, so they're obviously relatively happy there. Here you go, Ray. Ray, I'll give you a shot that everybody wishes was true. There you go. There you go, Ray. There you go. You can sell that one later. Should be on a t-shirt. Speaking of t-shirts, how good is the Riley Dad's Paying t-shirt? I want one of those. All right, how did that look? So Riley 2 points lower, 75. So where was the deduction there? Angle and style slightly down. So it is still at the moment Jason Wu leading. So Jason Wu continues to lead. Riley still second, and Corbin I think is third. Is that right? Yep, that'll be right. Jason, Riley, Corbin. Cody Bothamley, Arctic Motorsports. Second run for him, looking to improve off a current score of a 59. Definitely a lot quicker this time from Cody. On the gas, on the limiter. Feeds it some, but that's going to overcook it, come up way short of 4. So if you haven't watched MSC before, you'll notice that there are boxes marked on the track, and they are very carefully set out by the judges. And basically, if you miss one of them, you end up with a big deduction. Who's doing what today? Sky, you're doing the normal style job, yeah? You're doing angle today. Kenji's doing... It's a very internationally experienced panel today. That didn't sound very good. That sounds like it's way down. That is not running properly for Brodie Warren. That sounded like it broke something off the line there. And Sky is looking at that going, you broke my car. That's going to come. Went to maybe grab, did he go to grab a gear or something, or didn't quite go where it was supposed to go? Yeah, what I was just saying there is, very internationally experienced panel. Sky Zhao, Tux Taruya, and Kenji from Formula Drift Japan, Formula Drift USA competitor. Michael Spicer behind the wheel of the baby blue BMW. Over the jump he goes, keeps it on the gas, keeps the rear tyres turning. Right on the edge there with a bit of a dirt drop, hand out the window. Little bit of an overshoot there from Michael. Dean, if you're here, not sure if you're going to come up and commentate with me again, but more than happy to welcome the parents who are here onto the commentary panel for the morning. It's always fun. No one knows your kids as well as you do. All right, let's have a quick look. Jared, what have we got there? Trent Urbina was a 71. Dan Costello was a 67. John Zhao spun. Riley was a 75. Cody Bothamley 57. Kyle Short not competing. Brodie Warren 3. And just waiting for Michael Spicer to lock in here, but it doesn't look too... Oh, it's not too bad. Ooh. 66. Kenji's the harsh judge, right? Kenji's the guy's like, no good, right? Half spin, gotcha. Ryan McCook, what's he got for us this time? He is on 2 hours sleep. He is flirting with the edge of the track there. He will have a lot of support. Slightly overshoots probably where he should have been there to set himself up for 2, but he keeps it going. Keeps it out, needs to crank more angle into this car. He's just really struggling with getting the car out onto lock. Quite flat looking, so he's not missing zones, it's not going to get big angle scores. That's just the truth of the matter. It just does not have unfortunately doesn't seem to have a lot of lock able to be dialed into it. Right, let's go back and see what you guys are saying there in live stream land. Morning Kolo. Morning, Vera. Vera's one of my favourite people. Vera supplies me with sausage rolls and giant cookies. As always, if you want a shout out for any of your drivers, then any of your favourite drivers, then happy to get those over the PA for them. That's just showing off for the camera, Corbin. Well, this is interesting. So Corbin came out in an open face helmet the first run, and now he's gone closed face helmet. So maybe didn't quite like the visibility the first time around, and that score was certainly much lower than we'd expect from Corbin at a 75. So Corbin now gone to the full face helmet. Don't forget, if you want to maybe participate in something like this, you can give the gift of drift for Christmas. Skyzow and the team have vouchers available for the Drift Academy. So we take a look at Matt King with the new to him motor underneath the bonnet. Hi Matt, how are you? And Matt just punched the steering wheel. You're pretty fast there, bro. You got off that bank in a hurry. Don't worry, you guys are bulletproof. You're in the bulletproof vests, you're fine. That's what that orange does. Keeps cars from harming you. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually. Has anyone actually whacked this bank down here? Sky, have we ever had anyone hit this bank down here? I don't remember if we have. Certainly not while I've been here. Hello, Damo. Morning, Damo. Some of the most famous calves in New Zealand drifting. Should sell sponsorship on those things, really. Oh, he's getting the fancy footwork in too, the between the legs shot. Go, Damo. So, Scott, can we just bring up the totem for now? Is it possible, just while we've got a brief intermission there? So, Wu still leads from Riley McEwen, Corbin Wilson, Michael Spicer, Brody Warren, Shane King, Dan Costello, Ryan McCook, Cody Bothamley, John Zhao, Matt King, Trent Abina. So, that is how they line up at the moment. Shane King way short of that first zone, and that has thrown off his rhythm for the rest of the run there. You saw he sort of came up short there. Now he's kind of trying to overdrive it almost just to try and make up for it. Just because I'm curious, and Lisa's good like this, what is Landmore? Somebody tell me what Landmore is. I know it's probably one of your businesses or a brand or something, but what is a Landmore? May as well turn this into a free infomercial while I'm here. Ah, okay. So Tamsin, who was Corbin's mum, just said apparently that first run was a bet with John. That was why he was wearing the sunglasses. So I'm going to assume that was John Zhao potentially that he had the bet with to see if he could channel. I don't really buy Corbin as a Bond villain, to be fair. I don't know that Corbin would be a great Bond villain. He'd be a great getaway driver in like a stunt movie or something, but maybe not a Bond villain. Jason Wu, your current number one in the qualifying order, cranks it to lock. Feeds at the limiter, smokes out the track, gets 2, gets 3, gets 4. Now I can guarantee we're gonna see a high score because I saw Kenji get excited, so and I can hear him from where I am. So I don't know if you can hear them having a discussion. Sky's the harsh judge. He's like, it's just okay. It's just okay. Landmore is Matt and Shane's business. They do poultry and meal feeding solutions nationwide. Landmore Agri. So like chicken feeding chickens. Is that right? Yeah, well, I think that's right. So Matt and Shane feed chickens nationwide. I appreciate them even more. Matt and Shane may be keeping the chickens alive that turn into chicken nuggets. I like chicken nuggets. You like chicken nuggets? Yeah, chicken nugget girl. Most females seem to be nuggy girls, right? A couple of drinks, 10-pack on the way home, sweet and sour sauce. No? 20-pack. No? All of them. 50. Corbin! See, should have stuck to the sunglasses. Well, that's that, right? So it is going to be. Yeah, looks like we're going to take a look at the replay of Corbin Wilson. Every time we watch Corbs, he's always had just one qualifying pass, which has been like this. It's just seems like he's almost like this robot sent back from the future to change drifting for mankind. Every now and then he'll have just a little whoopsie, something like that. Go trenching, or as we call it here at MSC, that's off-roaning. We call that off-roaning. It's named after Roan Allison. All right, can we see the totem, boys? Is that locked in now? So provisionally after qualifying, Jason Wu qualifies number 1 with an 86, Riley McEwen 2 with a 77, Corbin Wilson 3 with a 75, Michael Spicer in 4th with a 73, Shane King 571, Trent Abina in 6 with a 71, Brody Warren 7 with a 69, Dan Costello 67, Ryan McCook 64, Cody Bothamley 59, John Zhao 55, Matt King with a 49, and that is how they will go into qualifying. So unless I'm a little bit retarded, we're going to see the King brothers head-to-head in the first round. I think it will be the King boys head-to-head again. Again, I tried to encourage you guys just to fight last time. Lisa wasn't keen on that, but I'm pretty sure that'll be right because the top 4 will get a bye, and that means Shane King should be first to battle. But I'll wait for that to be confirmed. That is qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, for the MSC Challenge, round number 3 for the 25 series. Jason Wu qualifies 1, Riley McEwen 2, Corbin Wilson 3, then Michael Spicer, Shane King, Trent Abina, Brody Warren, Dan Costello, Ryan McCook, Cody Bothamley, John Zhao, and Matt King. Tory Marsh and Kyle Short did not start. Let's have an ad. Can we do the give the gift of drift for Christmas? Can we do that one first? Because I love this one. I always want to sell Sky something. I want to sell something for Sky. Give the gift of drift for Christmas. Drift Academy vouchers available. Arrive and drive experiences available for half and full day. Turn up and learn absolutely everything from basic donuts, figure eights to linking corners. Pretty much all of our drivers have been through this at some point in time. So contact Drift Academy International. Give the gift of drift for Christmas. That is something you could buy for the person who has absolutely everything. Give the gift of drift.
CRC 556, the toolkit in a can.
Drifting probably one of the fastest growing motorsport. Seeing the young people especially come through the sport and how well they do, that's the same excitement that I had back in the day when I was in the seat.
The start of it all was when Dad bought some cars and started doing skids around town. It was just the thrill of it, like being sideways, throwing heaps of smoke out, just trying not to crash.
As a father, I see he just continually surprises me and yeah, makes me really proud. If we work hard, put the effort in, let's just see where it takes us. So yeah, win, lose or draw, we just go hard and go out and enjoy it.
Everyone wants to go to Japan. That's like the pinnacle of drifting. That's where it started, and I think that's where I want my future to be.
CRC 556, the toolkit in a can.
Drifting probably one of the fastest growing motorsport. Seeing the young people especially come through the sport and how well they do, that's the same excitement that I had back in the day when I was in the seat.
The start of it all was when Dad bought some cars and started doing skids around town. It was just the thrill of it, like being sideways, throwing heaps of smoke out, just trying not to crash.
As a father, I see he just continually surprises me and yeah, makes me really proud. If we work hard, put the effort in, let's just see where it takes us. So yeah, win, lose or draw, we just go hard and go out and enjoy it.
Everyone wants to go to Japan. That's like the pinnacle of drifting. That's where it started, and I think that's where I want my future to be.